Hello there, that's Sandy, and I'm back in my sewing room. I'm not with the Solaris right now, but I'm going to be working on something with the Solaris soon. Not yet, because I have to order. I have a couple things on order, but I wanted to just reveal to you what I was going to work on next and just share, because I had a viewer that was very interested in that, and I want to do that for her. So this is the Embroidery Garden in the Hoop Taylor Bag, and here it is. In the hoop, you create this purse. There's the back. No quilting on there, but if you look close on the front, there's quilting on the front there. All that's done in the hoop. And it might look intimidating, but if you follow these instructions, they're like really good. I got this design from my embroidery club at the Sewing Source in Lake Villa, Illinois. We have a embroidery club the last Saturday of each month. And the last month's challenge was to make this bag. And of course you pay to go to the club, but you also get this. I got this design, and in the design it shows how to make the bag itself, not this part, not the strap, but the bag, including these hoops with the tabs that attach these little loops. I said hoops, loops. And then the zippers are all done in the hoop, and the snap I did. But I decided to do a snap instead of just tucking it in, because I think I'm going to put my phone in there. It's a pretty deep pocket. And so once I drop it in there, then I can put my wallet in here. And there's a really big pocket here. And so very nice bag. And I've done in the hoop projects before, mug rugs and stuff. But this one was fun, and it was challenging. But if you follow the directions that come with the design, it's like works out perfectly. And during the process, I learned a lot about the hardware, because I wanted to make another bag, and we'll see how it goes, because I actually had fabric for one more. So there's this. I'll have this one, and then the next one I'm going to make is this fabric. It's really pretty. We're going to Mexico this summer, so I thought that would be fun to bring and combine it with this fabric. And probably going to use the zippers again, the zippers by the yard. And I learned this during this process, how to attach this zipper pull to the zippers by the yard, because I understand I'm not always making bags, but I've been told that the zippers by the yard are more economical. And there's going to need some SF-101 for part of the process, so I put that in my pile. I've got the hardware here that I picked out, and the thread. The thread is great. I actually wound 2 bobbins, but found out I only needed a half a bobbin. I thought I would need more, but this is all that I used. So I probably will have an extra bobbin of thread left over when I'm done. So yes, I'm going to be making, oh, here's one more supply, the strapping that goes in the strap. And like I said, this design creates the bag, but the strap you need to make, and there's instructions for how much to cut out, but to actually make the strap, I went to the Embroidery Garden video on YouTube, and when I get to that video, I will share that in the description. But it went really well. I just followed what she said to do, word for word. It was great, because I could rewind and replay as much as I needed to. Once I do it a couple times, it'll be in my brain. And then it's great. It worked out great. And so I think the next time when I make this bag with this fabric, I'm going to put some RFID fabric in it, because that way it will repel someone who's trying to scan my credit cards. And I found some online that I'm just waiting for it to come. I also ordered a couple more rivets, because I like the rivets I got, but I wanted them to look a little different. So I'm playing around with the rivets, and you don't have to do that. They tell you when you're creating the bottom of the tab, you can just sew across. But I wanted to try rivets. It's something I've never played around with that much. Unless I think back to my very young days when I was in my teens, and my brother showed me how to bond my car, and during that process I used rivets. So, but that's a whole different animal. That's a different kind of rivet. This is I think it's called a two-headed rivet for bag making or leather making. So I did invest in some punches, but like I said, you can use this if you've got a snap tool already. You could use snaps. Here you can just sew across, but you definitely need some kind of hardware. So this is the bag, and like I think I said, I got the design when I attended the embroidery club at the Sewing Source in Lakeville, Illinois. And when I did that, I got the design and I printed out my instructions and just followed them word by word. I'll be using the 5x7 hoop to do the flap, this part of the bag. That's this 5x7 hoop. I think usually people have that one. And then the bigger one here, this big one, it's a 9.5 by 14. I used an 8 by 12, which is what they call for on this first bag, and it worked out good as far as using the hoop, except for they said on Amazon, the supplier said it was for a Solaris, and I found out it was not. It did not slide in and out very well. It was a little bit difficult, so I thought I better return it. I didn't want to break my machine, and I stopped using that. And so be careful what you buy out there on Amazon when you're doing this. You could just use what you have. If you have a 9.5 by 14, they want to, you know, based on my research, it's better to use the smaller hoop if you have it, because when you're doing in the hoop, in this case, you're flipping the hoop over, like to do the back side, and then over again to the front side, and you're trimming and taping, and you keep flipping back and forth to do zippers and such. So if you have the 8 by 12, if you get this, it's better to use that one. But I'm going to go ahead and try that. Both of these hoops will be hooped with no-show mesh, and that's how it starts. It shows you the placement line and all that good stuff like you usually do when you do it in the hoop project. So that's it. I just wanted to share what was coming up. I will be just doing this slowly as I get the material that I'm waiting for, because like I said, I want to do the RFID in this purse. I think it's too late to put it in this one, and I should probably play around with that a little bit to make sure when I quilt it looks okay. I'll have to make sure I put extra tape down so it doesn't move or make the fabric shrink. So that's what's coming up, and like I'm going to definitely split up the videos just to make it less overwhelming and more understandable. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you enjoy this video. I just do it for fun, and it was a great learning experience, and so there's more to come. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like, share with a friend. I definitely won't be sharing all the steps, because I think that people really need to get this design if they're going to make it. It's really good instructions that you can print out and make your own notes. And I think it's just something I wanted to share as I go through the process, because I really enjoyed making this one. And I think this one's going to be beautiful with the fabric there. It's just gorgeous. I love all the color. I'm sorry that I'm a little hoarse, but that's it for today. Thanks for watching.